Let's be real. Forget the budgeting apps. Forget skipping your morning coffee. We're not talking about small fixes today. We're going to build a system, a real blueprint to actually dismantle that financial pressure you feel every single day.
So let's just pause on this for a second. If you lost your income tomorrow, how long could you last? 1 month? Maybe 2 weeks? Or does that cold sweat start hitting you by the next morning? That number you're thinking of, that's not just a guess. That is the real measure of your financial stability.
You know that feeling? It's that constant, low-grade hum of anxiety in the back of your mind. The feeling that you are always just one unexpected car repair, one medical bill away from things going south. This isn't some kind of moral failing on your part. It is a mathematical problem created by the system itself. I mean, just look at this list. Every single one of these is a non-negotiable claim on your future income. It's a chunk of your paycheck that is gone before you even get a chance to touch it. These are the invisible chains that dictate where you can live, what you can do, and just how much freedom you really have.
Look, this is not about blaming you for buying a coffee. This is about understanding the mechanics of a system that is frankly designed to keep you in debt. So, we're not here for little tips and tricks, we're here to build a counter system, your system.
Okay, so to beat the system, you absolutely have to understand how it works. The US economy, it's built on credit. And the profit, well, the profit comes from keeping you on the hook for as long as possible, through interest, through fees, and through those really long loan terms.
And here's the crazy part. Look at the difference here. Society teaches you how to get into debt, right? How to get approved for more, how to increase your credit limits, how to buy the next bigger, better thing. But nobody teaches you the far more critical skill, how to strategically and systematically get out of it.
This, right here, this is the core principle you have to burn into your brain. The financial system, it doesn't care about your stress or your feelings. It only responds to two things: math and discipline. Emotion drives those impulse buys and makes you avoid looking at your bank account. Discipline is what builds your freedom.
All right, you can't fight an enemy you can't see. So right now, we're about to turn on all the lights. This isn't about what you feel. This is about a cold, hard financial diagnosis. It all starts with the data. So here's the method. Step 1, you're going to list every single fixed payment. I mean everything, from your mortgage down to that streaming subscription you forgot about. No hiding. Step 2, we're going to categorize them so you can see exactly where the financial bleed is coming from. And then, step 3, we're going to calculate the single most important number in your financial life. And that number is your debt-to-income ratio, or DTI. Put simply, it's the one number that tells lenders how much of your paycheck is already spoken for before you even buy groceries or put gas in your car. Think of it like your financial vital sign.
Now, take a second and find yourself on this chart. Are you under 36%? If so, you're in the healthy zone. Great. Over 43%? Well, lenders now see you as a risk for something like a mortgage. But if you're over 50%, you are in the financial stress zone. And that's not just a number on a chart. That's a state of constant, day-to-day financial emergency.
Okay, diagnosis is complete. Now we go on the attack. We are officially moving from passively paying bills to actively dismantling your debt with strategic precision.
Let this one sink in, because it'll completely reframe your thinking. Paying the minimum on a credit card that's charging you, say, 24% APR, you're not actually paying it down. You are renting money from a bank at a predatory rate. You're not making progress. You are literally just paying to stay in the exact same place.
So what's the real cost? Well, on a typical $15,000 credit card balance, you're looking at roughly $300 a month. That's in pure interest. That's $3,600 a year that could have been in your emergency fund, or invested, or used for a family vacation. Instead, it just vanished.
Now this is a power move that most people are just too afraid to make. Lenders want your money, not your default. So you call them before you miss a payment and you use this exact script. I am proactively managing my finances and I would like to discuss my options. Same thing goes for medical bills. Always ask for an itemized bill and then ask for a prompt pay discount. You'd be surprised.
And for you homeowners out there, this is absolutely critical. If you have at least 20% equity in your home, you might be paying for something called private mortgage insurance, or PMI. And here's the thing, that insurance protects the lender, not you. Call your mortgage provider today and request to have it removed. It could instantly save you over $100 a month. Seriously.
Okay, so we've got the diagnosis, we've got the tactics. Now it's time to build the war plan. This is your 24-month roadmap from financial stress to financial control.
We're going to break this down into a phased mission. Months 1 to 3. That's triage. Calculate your DTI, cut just one lifestyle EMI, and build a starter $1,000 emergency fund. Then, months 7 to 12, that's the attack phase. Every single extra dollar you can find goes to your highest interest debt. By the end of this, you're not just surviving anymore, you are strategically shifting to wealth building.
You know, this is a really critical mindset shift. The very moment you have a mathematical plan, the emotional weight of all that debt, it starts to lift. The debt isn't gone yet, but its power over you is. You are now the one in control.
And as you're making all this progress, you have to avoid these landmines. Raiding your 401k to pay off credit cards, that is financial suicide. You're literally stealing from your future self to pay for your past, and it just torpedoes your retirement. And every one of those buy now, pay later offers, it's just another tiny EMI, another little leak, slowly sinking your financial ship.
You know, in this country, being in debt is normal. But what's really radical, what's rare, is being in control. That is the real goal here. Not just being debt-free, but having absolute authority over your own financial life.
And at the end of the day, this is about reclaiming your headspace. Your peace of mind should not be tied to your credit card statement. Having a system, a plan, it severs that link and it gives you back your emotional stability. Look, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a get-free-slow plan. It is not magic, it's just math. And the great thing about math is that it's predictable. Consistent, disciplined action will produce a predictable, positive result, period.
So, the system is all laid out. The math is undeniable. The only unknown variable in this whole equation is your discipline. The question isn't whether the plan will work. The real question is, will you?